So we're going to talk about video games for a little bit, and here these past couple of days, I have been on hyper focused on finding old video games, especially old ones that fans have turned into a PC port, so I can play them again. So, like, I've gotten there's a Perfect Dark. If you play Perfect Dark on the Nintendo 64, there's a fan-made PC port of it done fantastically. Same thing for Star Fox 64. Same thing for Vigilante 8. If you've ever played Vigilante 8, and I have that on my computer now. When it comes to these old games, right? When it comes to these old games, what old game would you want them to make a remaster of, or like the fans to make a project of and port it to PC, like Perfect Dark and stuff?
007. Which one we played?
Well, Nightfire is the one that
Nightfire.
Yeah.
Nightfire. Nightfire. I would love a remaster of that. I don't know if you know this one. NBA Streets 2.
I know NBA Streets.
Hey, all my boys out there that played it on PS2 back in the day with your uncles and stuff. Great basketball game. I love a remaster of that. And maybe, does PS3 count?
At this point, yes. You got to think about it. 20 years ago in our mind, with our old fossil minds, when we think about 20 years ago about video games, we're sitting here thinking the NES, Super Nintendo, Atari system, Nintendo 64 maybe, and Sega Genesis. We're thinking that, but in reality, 20 years ago, Xbox 360, PlayStation 3, Nintendo Wii. So
that's
yeah,
true.
They're 20 years old now, man. Yeah,
that's
so
crazy.
They count. They count.
I didn't realize that it was that.
It's 2025. This year is the 20th year anniversary of the Xbox 360. The 360 came out in 2005. The PlayStation 3 came out in 2006.
Damn. That's old.
Yeah, just like you.
That's old. Okay. I'll say games I really love. I would say I would love a remaster of the original God of War, the first one.
Yes.
I love a remaster of that one. And also I would love a remaster of Shadow of the Colossus. That was a great one as well. I don't know if you remember that one, but that was a really, really good one. Storytelling was great in that. I remember first time,
I've never played it, but I've seen Shadow of the Colossus.
They might have did a remaster on it. They might have, but I don't think so. But Shadow of the Colossus was great. But those are mine. I mean, it's plenty more. If I had my PS2, because I had so many games, if I had my PS2 and my PS1, I can go back and I could just name so many of them. But all those 3 or 4 I just named, yeah, I love having a remaster of that.
Yeah.
It's just me. WWE SmackDown versus Raw 2008 through 10.
Yeah.
I love a remaster of those, updated graphics. Hey, that's. When
it comes to wrestling, I would like to have a remaster of WWE Raw 2.
Or Bring the Pain.
I love Raw 2. It's still to this day my favorite wrestling game.
I think it's another one I want to remaster.
So this one, I would love a remaster of WWE Raw 2. It was an Xbox exclusive, and I think that would be great. And for me, remasters wise, like for this Nintendo 64, a couple of remasters. I would love a fully authentic remaster of 007 GoldenEye. And a fun fact with that is that
I thought about GoldenEye. That's what I thought about first.
And they have it. It's released now, but it's not officially released. The story behind 007 GoldenEye was back then on the Xbox 360 on the arcade store that. Once, Microsoft had bought Rare, the creators of GoldenEye. And they bought them back, I think, in 2002 maybe, or 2003, I don't remember. And they had Rare remake a couple of games, and one of them was also Perfect Dark. They remastered Perfect Dark for the 360, and
Yeah.
they were also in the works of remastering 007 GoldenEye, but they didn't have permission to from Nintendo, because though Rare made the game, Nintendo held the rights for that game. So at the very end of its development, GoldenEye was basically done. It was like 99% done, remastered. And then they got the notice from Nintendo that they wasn't allowed to sell it on the Xbox marketplace. So the remaster exists, and just a few years ago, somebody got a hold of an Xbox 360 development build and found the remastered GoldenEye game and dumped it online. So if you have an Xbox 360 emulator or a soft modded Xbox 360, you can play the remaster of 007 GoldenEye now.
Damn, I didn't know that one.
And I thought that was really cool. I really want a bunch of remasters to come out, because like for the 64, I would love to see a remaster of Blast Corps. That was really fun. That's a really rare Nintendo game, actually, nowadays. And I would also like a remaster of Battlezone: The Rise of the Black Dogs, which I just recently found out about. Battlezone 96 Redux on Steam, which is basically the PC version of that game. I didn't know that existed. I would like Fusion Frenzy to be remastered. All right, I'm using my webcam.
Okay.
The quality looks worse.
But not to interrupt you, but it's another game that I really loved when I was playing it as a kid. It was on PS2. Was Sonic Heroes. I don't know if you remember that one.
I do. I actually have Sonic Heroes on my Xbox.
For real?
Yeah, I have it on my original Xbox in there.
Oh man, I love Sonic Heroes, man. That was probably one of my favorite Sonic games, other than I think it was it was an old game. I think it was Sonic the Hedgehog 2. I think.
Well, yeah, you with the Sonic games, you have Sonic the Hedgehog, Sonic the Hedgehog 2, and Sonic the Hedgehog 3, and Sonic and Knuckles, and all four of those was for the Sega Genesis, which then later got put into like bundle deals multiple times for multiple different generations of consoles. You've probably played them on the PlayStation 2 or Xbox or PlayStation 3, Xbox 360, PlayStation 4, Xbox One. They have been put on every console. You've played them. They constantly re-release those games.
Yeah, I was a big Sonic fan back in the day, but Sonic Heroes, man, I love playing that damn game, bro.
What about Sonic Shadow? The one when he's holding a gun on the cover?
I played a little bit of Sonic Shadow. My CD actually ended up breaking when I had to. Don't ask me why. Don't ask me how that it broke, but
oh, I bet I know how. Rage. You got mad, took that bitch out, just grabbed it in your hand.
No, man. So back in the day, I used to have this I think it was like a 8-pound or 10-pound weight dumbbell, and I used to try to get swole, man. It wasn't going nowhere. I couldn't gain no weight, but my dumb ass, I was just fucking around. I forgot my case was on the damn bed, and I tossed that bitch and it landed right on the fucking case. Split the whole damn thing in half.
Damn. I had an experience with breaking a disc by accident too. So another game, and it's related to it. I would want them, and they don't have to do a remaster, just something that's like it. I like The Sims, but I don't like The Sims on PC, like that top-down controls. And you don't.
Tonight we're just talking about that.
You don't.
She hated.
Yeah, you don't. You can't actually control your character. You just click on something for your character to go do, and you go do it. So my favorite Sims is The Sims 2 for the original Xbox, because you control your character. It's a third-person game, not a top-down game. You fully control your character, and still play The Sims.
Sims 2 was great, man. That's a gem that you just pulled out.
Yeah, The Sims 2 was for the original Xbox, PlayStation 2, and GameCube, and you can fully control your own character. And I loved that. I wish The Sims would come back and do that. I know why they did that originally for the Xbox, but in the old consoles, because if you play The Sims 2 on the computer, it plays like it's supposed to, like The Sims 3 and The Sims 4, top down. You click on what you need your character to go do. Your character will go do it. But on the consoles, you had full control of your character. And I loved that game. I still play it to this day. I'll have a random itch, go in my living room, turn on my original Xbox, and I'll play it for a couple of hours. And I would like for them to do something like that again, but that was also a game that I accidentally destroyed. Because it wasn't ours when I was a kid. My brother was borrowing The Sims 2 from one of his friends. And my brother me and my brother never saw eye to eye until we were adults, pretty much. We were always at each other's throats. And he was playing it last on his Xbox in his room. And he had told me straight up, hands down and all that, don't go in my room, don't grab that game, you're not allowed to play it. And he left. When he left to go visit a friend, you better believe my ass went up in there, took Sims 2 out of his Xbox, and I was going to go play it in my room on my Xbox. But see, what I did by accident was I put the Sims 2 CD in my pocket. And instead of going straight back to my room, I was thirsty. I went to the kitchen. But that door frame, the doorway between the living room and my kitchen at the time, we had a doggy gate. And we always had dogs. And in my weird ass, instead of just being normal and opening the gate to walk through it, I jumped over that bitch. And when I jumped over it, my whole leg came up here, And when it did that, it bent the disc and snapped it in half in my pocket.
Damn, man.
No longer had it. I was so excited to play it. I was just going to go in there, get me a drink, go in my room, enjoy it, and then I couldn't play it. And I didn't play it again for easily 5+ years.
Damn,
until I
man.
got my hands on another copy.
Nah, after I broke Shadow the Hedgehog, bro, that was it, man. I can rebuy that bitch. My mama said, hell no. We just got the game a week ago. She said, hell no.
Well, I can get you Shadow the Hedgehog and Sonic Heroes so you can play it again on your PC. Relive memories, man.
Yeah, man.
Hey, we might be able to do a retro stream with it. I think they were 2-player, wasn't they?
I think I know Heroes might have was, I think, because you had 3 characters, so I think they was, because I think they had a racing they had a racing mode for Heroes back in the day.
Yeah,
you can race against your friend on there, not like a car racing, but like a obstacle course. I guess I don't know what the fuck to call it, but yeah, I know Heroes for sure. But Shadow, no, I don't know. I'm not sure on that one. I just realized that shit was 20 years ago.
It was.
Damn.
It was 20 years ago. Or Sonic Unleashed. Do you remember Sonic Unleashed?
When he was turned to like a werewolf or something?
Yeah, where he can transform into a werewolf.
I always wanted that. My mom didn't want to get it for me.
Have you ever played it?
I never played it.
Well, that's about to change.
Never played it, man.
I've been told by one of my buddies who's a Sonic fanatic that he really enjoyed and loves Sonic Unleashed. Like, it's a really good Sonic game. I've never played it before.
I never played it. When I seen that commercial hit, man, I wanted the game bad. She wasn't getting it for me.
Do you? Now, speaking of you and you loving Sonic, I do want to pose the question to you to see if you know it, and it's pretty well known. But which Sonic game is the worst Sonic game to have ever come out?
I'm not that type of Sonic fan to know that, but if I had to take a guess, I played won't say a lot, but I played a few Sonic games. It had to be OG. It had to be on the Genesis, right?
No.
No.
I give you a hint. It was for the 360 and the PlayStation 3.
This will sound. Hold on. So was it the one that had what's his name? I think his name's Silver. He had Silver up in it.
Yeah, Silver was in it.
Was they in a town?
Yeah. There was a
Was
town.
it like it was open world?
Well, the town was like a hub. Yeah, so it was kind of open world in that sense. The best you can get.
Well, yeah, not
then,
that open. I know exactly what you're talking about. And then you had your
missions, your standard missions.
Hold on. I think I know exactly what you're talking about because I played it and I didn't like it.
And there's a whole documentary behind this game explaining what happened to it and why it released the way it did.
Because you can use your powers and stuff up in it, right?
I mean, you could use the standard Sonic abilities, yeah.
Yeah, Sonic abilities.
And I think if I remember correctly, I could be wrong. I think he does get access to the Chaos Emeralds too in this game later on.
Yeah, you can. I forgot what it's called. Was it this one? Sonic the Hedgehog. No, what's the name? It's not giving me a name. Man.
It doesn't have a special name either. It's just Sonic the Hedgehog.
The Hedgehog. Yeah. Okay, that is it then.
Yeah.
I'm finna show you. I'm finna share my screen. Let's see. Try to share my screen. Where the damn Discord at? Hold on, wait 1 second. Damn, there you go. Was it this one right here, the 2007 one? Because I remember playing this piece of shit. Because
that might be it, but it wasn't 2007.
Was it 2007? I played this one, and it was semi-open world. You had a town, you can climb on shit, and they had coins everywhere. But I remember it being so glitchy on certain parts that you barely could play it in a certain part of the town.
So type in, I don't think that's it. Just type in just Sonic 06. That's what it's referred to by the Sonic community, Sonic 06. That's it right there.
Yeah, I played this one. I think this is the one, I think.
Yeah. So we remember the human princess that Sonic was falling in love with?
Yeah, I remember this shit.
Yeah, so Sonic 06.
Oh, yeah, I remember this. I do.
So it came out.
I played this one. Yeah. I ain't lie to you.
Yeah, man.
Look. Y'all don't hate me. This is the one, man. I think the picture I showed you that came from this game.
Yeah.
So it did have a part in the town. I don't know if it was for me, but in the town it did glitch out for me. It might was my system, but
it's still the game is a buggy mess. It's like that by design.
Now certain parts of the game was really good. Don't get me wrong, it was really good. I enjoyed it to a certain extent, only when it was working good. Now, if they get all the bugs out, I think it's a good game. Y'all don't hate me for that one. But I remember playing that damn game. That's a great. That was a great. If I come back and play it now, I think it's a good game overall. I'll play it. I'll play it.
Play it for nostalgia reasons, but you're gonna get mad, man.
You're gonna get mad. In fact, I'm gonna send you a video real quick. Just watch it on your own free time. It's like an hour and a half long. It's this guy, and it's this YouTuber that I love to watch. He has a series called "It's Just Bad." and it's this channel here that you can see on my screen since I'm sharing. And I love watching this one for bad games. And
That's crazy.
so just bad games, it's just bad. This one. No, wrong. Just bad games. He has 52 videos of just bad games. And here it is. It's 3 hours long.
Oh man.
Talking about how bad this game is and still is to this day.
Look, man.
It is horrible. It is dog shit. The shit I step on outside is worth more than this fucking game.
Look, okay. It was a glitchy mess. Okay, it was glitchy. It was buggy. But when it wasn't buggy, it wasn't glitchy. It was a decent game.
When was it never buggy or glitchy? That's the best. That's the better question. When was it never buggy or glitchy?
I was a kid, so I might didn't notice everything. If I played it now, I probably would notice a lot. But look, man, when it wasn't buggy, I'm telling you, nobody can't tell me that they didn't enjoy the parts that wasn't buggy. This game was decent, okay? It was okay. Now you will probably break a controller after you get done buggy and glitchy through the city and everything. Out that part I was on, I know I was pissed off. But other than that, man, this was a decent game, okay?
Okay, well that's how you. Well then don't play it again. Because if you play it again, your fond memories of this game will be ruined. Don't play it again.
I might just be putting nostalgic over, I guess.
That's what it is. Because the thing is that when I go back and play some old games that I have really good memories and fond memories of, and I go to replay them, I've had some regrets of replaying these games because now I have a bad memory with it. It's like, golly, I was a kid then. I didn't know any better. I was just playing games to have fun with them. But then I went back to them as an adult. Game fucking sucks. How did I deal with that when I was a kid? I didn't know no better. I didn't have access to a lot of stuff like my son nowadays has. My son has an original Xbox, a Nintendo 64, a PlayStation 2 emulator, GameCube, Nintendo Wii, a Wii U and a Wii, the new Xbox, PC gaming. He has everything. So he has choices. I didn't. I played what was available in my hands. So...
Oh my goodness.
But you know, Sonic 06 in the Sonic community is known to be the worst Sonic game to ever exist.
See, he even said it himself. While it's objectively a horrible and glitchy mess, Sonic 6 can be incredibly fun for all of the wrong reasons, especially when playing with an audience of friends of live stream
Oh
viewers.
yes, it's look, you know, it's just like with movies, right? You just have bad games where you can't even enjoy playing it for the bullshit it is, so make fun of it, right? Because I love watching bad movies or playing bad games with a group of friends. Because it's got to be a fun bad, right? Sonic 06, I can agree with. It's a fun bad if you're playing with friends and just goofing off with it. You can make fun of it. And then you got games like Golem, the new Golem that came out a year or so ago. That's just a bad game. That's not even a fun bad game. Nobody wants to waste their time with it. But Sonic 06, I can see you wanting to waste your time with it if you're playing it, or live streaming it, or being with a friend. But other than that, no. But my favorite Sonic to this day, out of all the Sonics I've ever played, and I've played a lot of them, would have to be Sonic 3. Sonic the Hedgehog 3. Love Sonic the Hedgehog 3.
Damn, this was 21 years ago, man. Damn.
Well, look how old you're getting.
I didn't realize it was that old, man.
But anyway, I guess to end this off, do you have any other games you think that you would want to see come back?
I'll put it like this. No. Only because in this day and age that remasters have been pretty much screwed over, and it just wasn't hitting the same. I mean, I guess not all of them, but most of them.
Some of them, yeah, for sure.
I feel like if they not gonna put the money behind it and have a really hard up in it, don't remaster it. So that's why I say.